Disney is a really, really big company. Too big of a company, to be honest. Chances are you already know they own Marvel, and recently they had gotten Fox. But to be honest, that makes what they really own look kinda small. But this here image really shows how much they own. They own ABC, you know, that channel with all the white people shows that, you know, you probably don't give a shit about. They also own ESPN, which you probably care even less about if you're like me and you don't care about sports. They own TOUCHSTONE Films. They own Lucasfilms, which everyone knows that. Everyone knows they own Lucasfilms. They own the Star Wars now. They own A&E, which is a channel. I don't know what they have on there. I don't really care. They own the History Channel, which that's kind of scary. Yet again, it's kind of less scary when you consider that I don't know many people that actually watch the History Channel. Besides, I think the History Channel stopped giving a shit about history and cared more about, you know, shows about people doing stuff and things and less about the history of the world. They own Lifetime, which if you know what Lifetime is, it's the whitest shit. Hollywood Records, which I assume is a record label specifically for Hollywood movies. They have a 10% stake in Vice, which is responsible for Vice News and all that stuff. And Core Publishing, a company I never heard of. They own National Geographic. Fun fact, the first time I saw a pair of breasts was thanks to National Geographic. I think it was a woman breastfeeding, it was on the cover or something. I think. They own at least 67% of Hulu. Obviously, they pretty much own all the Fox channels except Fox News, which, yeah, I don't want, you know, Disney owning any news platform, especially more than one. But if they could own Fox News and maybe, I don't know, shut that down, that would be f***ing great. And of course, they own Blue Sky, which is a subsidiary of Fox. They made Ice Age, the Robots movie. It's basically, you know, it's like they have a second Pixar that isn't as good. Hey, they kind of own like a Diet DreamWorks. Oh yeah, I just remembered ABC has their own news platform, but that's kind of scary. A major corporation that owns so much has a news platform that's seen by millions of people. That's not scary at all. I shit you not. They own multiple property owning holding companies, which makes sense because they have Disney World Land and Shanghai, you know, all the Disney worlds of different places. And that's just all the companies they own. Let's get into what movie franchises they own, which may surprise you a bit. I'm going to do the ones that may surprise you a bit. They own Planet of the Apes, the Kingsman series, which I've only seen the sequel of, Die Hard, the Alien series is owned by Disney. Like, Jesus, that's a lot of shit they own. And at first, you may not give a shit that they own all this stuff, but when you think about it, it is kind of a problem. They own a great majority of influential media. 6 times out of 10, if you go to see a movie, it's most likely owned by the Disney Corporation. That's a lot of power and a lot of money for one company to hold. And like I mentioned earlier, they also own a news platform. So that they also own a major way of spreading information. So in theory, if one of the major companies they own do something extremely they could just choose not to let it be reported on their major news media platform. Not to mention, when you have a lot of power, money, and influence, you can use that money, power, and influence to change politics. Companies have a long record of paying off politicians to vote on stuff that would make it easier for them to do stuff. For example, if they wanted to make a new Disney park, but thanks to regulations, it says they can't do it there, they can easily pay off a few politicians to reverse those laws. Not to mention, if one of the people in that company was someone like Harvey Weinstein, they could end up silencing people or firing them if they have something to say against them that could hold them criminally accountable. Hell, what's to say that hasn't already happened? And with Disney owning so much, they have to worry less and less about competition. The less competition they have, and the more you have to buy their product and their product alone, the chances are they don't have to work as hard on those said products. Like I said earlier, a company like Disney having all of this power and influence is a bad thing. And there's not really much you can do about it. Sure, you can try to boycott them, and it is possible to boycott all of their products, but chances are it would be rather hard to fight that temptation and would seem kind of pointless as they are a major company and there's not much you can do to affect their bottom line, even with the boycott. Sure, you boycott one part of the brand, their other brands will make up the money. They have millions and millions of customers giving them millions and millions of dollars. If 1 million went away, it wouldn't really matter that much. This is just another reason we should actually pay attention to politics more, so we can vote for people that are less likely to give in to these major corporations and give them more power than they already have, or let them pay off politicians, because chances are Disney has already paid off a good few politicians, mostly being Republicans, because Republicans are greedy. But hey, you know, maybe Disney owning all this stuff isn't too much of a problem. It is a problem though. They have too much power and influence. I can't even say, well, let's look on the bright side. At least no, there is no bright side to this. They own a lot of To be honest, this kind of feels like a pointless video to make. Other than the wow factor of how much they own and how it's kind of scary, I can't really think of a lesson to teach you or tell you what to do on certain things, like, hey, don't do that or this or whatever. I'm just kind of tired. My tooth hurts. It's numbing down a bit. I'm just kind of bored right now. Speaking of things that are owned, has anyone seen that little sock fellow in a while, Gilbert? I haven't seen him. Supposedly he's recording a new video. Oh man, I really want to get down and talk with him. I have some important matters to discuss with him. Also, at the time of this recording, I've noticed some of my premieres have glitched. Please ignore them. There's nothing going on, and if you think something's going on, then, well, you're just being an idiot. I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about you all not trusting me, but just in case, just remember, nothing is going on. You have nothing to fear about, and if you have any speculation on something going wrong, well, I hope you'd like a defamation lawsuit because nothing is going on. I've been having a few problems lately, mostly finding that Gilbert fellow, and apparently according to my friends in accounting, I don't have a lot of time to find Gilbert to settle my tax issues. So if anyone has seen Gilbert, send them over. It would be great to sit down and talk with Gilbert right now. I could really use it. And with that out of the way, I've been Deviant Crow, and I'll see you all next time. Yo, Gilbert, long time no see. Be wary. I know this sounds weird, but there's another me. Not like a relative or anything, like an actual other me. I don't know who the it is. Just be careful, Gilbert, okay? Stay safe for me, buddy. I just got out of this rat den. I don't know what to do, but I'm making some plans of preparation, just in case. If you see someone that looks like me, stay away from them for right now. I, myself, the real me, I'm in hiding. Didn't you just call me about wanting to talk with me? Gilbert, are you even listening? Do not go to that meeting. Do not at all hide. Thank you for watching the video, and if you liked it, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, check out these links. If you want to tip me, you could go check out my Ko-Fi. If you want to vote for the next video, go to my Twitter. If you want to get some merch with my face on it, go to my merch store. And if you want to get to watch videos early while supporting the channel, go check out my Patreon. Also, the artist that made the OCs in this video is not me. It is Benny Bunny. So go check him out on Twitter. Also, feel free to come down to my Discord with the link down below. New videos are uploaded every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And don't forget to love yourself.